Alright guys, welcome back to this week's video. We are going to be making a really cheap but effective biological filter, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. So to start with, I'm going to go through everything that you're going to need, and then I'll go through exactly how I've done it, so you can follow along and copy and just, see how it is. Overall, it costs about £2.50, like £2.50 per filter that you make, so if you've got loads to do, it is cheap. So the more you got, the better, basically. Alright, so I just quickly want to go through everything that I'm using today. To start with, you've got your bottle. This is a 900ml bottle. I'll be putting about 500ml of the K1 media inside it. These cost about £1. I went for Lucozade because reasonably cheap, cool shape of a bottle, it's quite effective, and also they've got bigger lids than normal, so it allows more water to flow through it. The other good thing about these, they do them in different sizes, so if you like everything uniform like I do, then you can get the smaller bottles for the smaller tanks, or the bigger ones for the bigger tanks, because I think they come in with like 1.5 litre as well. Then we've got the suction cups. You want a few of these. These are just cheap from Amazon. It was like £4 for 20. You want to make sure it's got the bits on the back for the so they can go inside of the bottle. What else do we need? Obviously the K1 media itself. I think I worked it out, and it's like, it works out to be 50p per filter that you make of the K1. So that's, to be honest, the most expensive thing is the bottle, but you can do that a lot cheaper. You can get like bottles of lemonade or literally anything for like 20p. You need a drill, 6mm drill bit, or some way to get a 6mm hole. I like using these when working like with plastic because it's quick and easy. And then your sponge. This, admittedly, I paid quite a lot of money for this for some reason, but yeah, on Amazon it's 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters by 4 centimeters thick. It was £11, I think. Yeah, so it's just basically like £2.50 per filter doing it this way, so it's pretty cheap and so easy to do. The only other thing you need as well is like an air source, so you want like a little air pump, or if you've got a fish room like me, then you've got your centralised air system, you just put another tap in, sorted. So this is what we're going to be starting to make basically, to start off with. Just a bottle. You want to have your 2 suction cups put in there. As I say, 6mm hole, they fit in perfectly and they don't come back out once you get them in. Hole at the bottom. This is going to be for your airline to go in, basically. Again, 6mm hole, because most airlines are 6mm, so it'll sit in there nicely. A few holes in the top, just to allow the air to escape and so it can pull the water through. A load of holes in the bottom. As I said before, this is the reason is for these bottle lids is because they've got great area on them. So yeah, and then basically just a sponge. You want to cut it to size and then cut a hole in it just so that will fit in there nicely. That's basically that. So I'll show you how I made this in a second. I'll go through it really quick. And the only thing you're missing then is the media itself. Once the bottle is then prepared, you just want to poke in the suction cups. Right, and they should pretty much stay in. After that, you want to fill it up. You want to be going to about between half and 2/3, I'd say, of the K1 media. The reason we're going for the K1 media, it's got really good surface area. For live bacteria to grow, because it's protected as well, because it grows on the inside of the actual things. I don't know what they're called, but it goes on the inside, so there is that. And yeah, it's constantly moving, so it's constantly filtering stuff out. Last thing you're going to want to add to it is the sponge, just like acts as mechanical filtration. Obviously this doesn't house any beneficial bacteria, so this can this can be washed whenever it needs doing. That's pretty much it. So you just want to make sure it's tight on the inside. Force it on. Happy days. Right, let's go. Let's see if it works. Sorry for the noise in the background. Can't do much about it because we need the air pump. Oh, we need it on. Right, and there you have it. It's working. So once, apparently, the K1 media, it will sort itself out and it'll all go round and round and round. But just to start with, it's a bit clumps at the top, but it'll get there. And that is basically how you make a really effective and simple biological filter for your tank, with a bit of mechanical as well, because that'll stop anything from going in there. And that bit you can just clean up or clean whenever you like. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did find it useful, I really appreciate a like and subscribe. Yeah, see you next week, and I have no idea what we're going to be doing. I will think of it when the time comes. The only other thing to mention is we'll be doing a giveaway at some point. I'm going to release another video on that probably in a couple of days time, like from when this goes up, and it'll be for a pleco cave and like a kilo worth of different plec food and just a variety of other stuff. So yeah, see you next week.